This is Jurnex 101, where we explain financial concepts in 2 minutes or less. Today our question is, what are bonds? In short, bonds are a kind of loan. A borrower will take money from a lender, and they'll pay you interest on it and eventually repay the full amount. But bonds are different from bank loans, and that's because bonds are an obligation to pay back whoever owns the bond. So if you owned a bond, the payer would pay you instead of the bank. Now, most people would only think of bonds when they're thinking about stocks and bonds. And that makes sense, the stock market is very large. Last year, the world stock market was worth $70 trillion. But you know what? The bond market's even bigger, $100 trillion. And that's actually the reason why bonds exist in the first place. These sums are just too large for banks to handle. So let's take a look at an example. When the US government first issued bonds during the Revolutionary War, they raised between $600 and $800 million in today's money from private investors. No bank in the New World could have financed that amount, and the bond market has only grown since. Nowadays, governments and corporations use the bond market to borrow extensively. But if the bond market is so important to the world financial market, why don't we hear more about bond investing? And that's because bonds are massive. In the US, the standard issue is between $250 and $750 million. And unlike shares, bonds don't have the history of being subdivided and traded as easily. So if you directly want to invest in bonds, you generally have to do it through an ETF, a pooled investment vehicle where you have thousands of people to invest in a bond. But if you're not doing this, don't worry. Most people don't realize that by investing in annuities or life insurance, you're already investing in bonds. Whenever an insurance company quotes you a price, they're actually calculating how much they think they'll make from their bond portfolio already. So as long as you have a diversified portfolio, it doesn't matter if you don't own bonds directly. Now, if you like getting your financial information this way, give us a call. We are a no-nonsense financial advisory firm that gets straight to the point. Visit our website at jurnex.com or subscribe to our channel to get updates for whenever we post next.